Power. Access granted. Transferring data. Activated.
Good morning. I'm like, looked up like, oh, my screen's black. I gotta hit the monologue. I'm live now. Good morning. Welcome Gen Con TV. I'm Peter Adkins. I'm your host today, and I'm ready to play some strategy games. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I certainly did. Dee and I went to Colorado, and we spent. It was a little sad because I usually go for Thanksgiving, go to Colorado, and Dee and I spent some time with her mom. We spent some time with my dad, and so I really felt my dad's absence. It was weird to not go to Colorado Springs. I was going to go and see Daryl, but Daryl's up here in Seattle, actually. So, anyway, we spent several days at her mom's and had a really nice time. My mother-in-law is a delightful lady. I love her dearly, and so we got to hang out, played some Ticket to Ride, played this card game called Kings on the Corner, which my mother-in-law really loves. It's a sort of a simple, it's kind of like a multiplayer solitaire. It kind of reminds me of gin rummy a little bit. Um, and just had lots of amazing food. She cooked this great coffee cake and pecan pies and all this stuff. It's nice. Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Marcus. Good morning, Gabriel. Armando the Bard. Armando the Bard 7. Yes, yes. It's great to thank you. I can always rely on you guys stopping by and say hi. I appreciate that. That's great. So today, let's talk about Risk. And post in chat how your Thanksgiving went. Love to hear about it. I did have a good. El Cuz 9. Thank you for joining us. I did had a great Thanksgiving. So much good food. So much good food. It was really nice. So Risk is okay. I got to tell you a little background about this game. So when I the 1970s was kind of the decade I went from Muggle to gamer. I mean my so in the early, I was about when 1970 start. I would have been 9 years old, and I grown up playing games with my family, but like traditional family games like Monopoly, or we played a lot of kind of like Hearts, but more like Pinochle, those types of games, and it was a very common thing to do in our family. And then when I was about 10 or 11, I guess around 1972, my dad was teaching at a local high school, and one Saturday night he brought over some of his students to our house, and they brought this game, Risk, and taught us how to play Risk. And oh my God, did my dad and I love this game. We had never played this game, and it's this is a game like the first game we ever played that feels like a war. It's a war game, and it's a strategy game. It's not a great war game, but it's fun in its own way. It's kind of like it's like Monopoly. Like it's like this brutal sort of game that guys tend to really like, because we're all apes. Or at some level, we're all wanting to fight, and so it scratches that. It's not a very realistic war game, but it is very much, be the first kid on your block to rule the world. It is very much that sort of game. I'm sure I preach and inquire. I'm sure probably everybody watches this video has played Risk, but I'm going to pretend that you have it. So we that became a thing that we loved so much. And then the following Christmas, my grandmother came to town, and she, we were poor, but my grandparents had just, they would spend a sizable amount of their money on Christmas presents. And Christmas was a big thing in our family. And mainly because my grandmother loved to spoil her grandchildren. And so she would take me to the toy store and have me pick out something that I wanted for my birthday, and pick out a few things that she would have options. But then she would go buy all of those things. She was so sweet. So because I've fallen in love with Risk, and this idea of a war game. I didn't realize if it was a category or what, I just liked this idea of a war game, because I'm an 11, 12-year-old boy. And there was, in those days, in the toy store, there was a section for Avalon Hill games, which were the games. Avalon Hill was that first tabletop game company, the way we think of tabletop games today, which are, easier than, the Milton Bradley, Parker Brothers, games like Risk and just what we call mass market games. It was the first company for us as geeks who were looking for something more in a game. But it was all war games in those days. Role-playing hadn't been invented yet. And just based on the cover art, I found these Avalon Hill sections, and I picked 3 games. One of them was U-Boat, which turned out to be a horrible game. Another one was Gettysburg, which turned out to be a fantastic game. Another one was Bismarck, which was kind of an okay game, kind of an interesting game. So 2 of them were naval games. Gettysburg, though, was fantastic. It was a really, really great game. And suddenly, my dad and I were war gamers. I mean, this was how we got into it. And we then went down a wargaming rabbit hole, if you will, for the next few years. From that time until 1976, the bicentennial, my dad and I played a ton of war games together, and we bought a whole bunch of Avalon Hill games. We bought a whole bunch of SPI games, which was the big competitor to Avalon Hill. They came out with a lot more war games faster than Avalon Hill did, but their games tended to be a lower quality. But, we just bought in big. And then my dad moved to Korea, and he got deployed there. And I went through a period where I played a lot of games by myself because I couldn't find people who wanted to play these games. And then in a store one day, I had my latest war game in my hand, the next one I wanted to buy because it was Christmas again, and my mother had given me $20 to go to the toy store and buy something. And I was holding this war game, and I saw this other thing on the counter, Dungeons and Dragons. And on an impulse, I bought it instead, and then that got me into role-playing games. So that's how I closed out the 70s, played war games most of the time, and then transitioned into role-playing, which would dominate my life for quite some time. Still does, I guess. Yeah, I think that's fair. So this is the game that was the gateway drug to all of that ever came after that. So Risk is a game of global domination, and let's get started. This is the let's call up get the right. Yes, okay. So I'm playing on Steam. If you buy Risk on Steam, by the way, Risk is free. If like to play the basic, like what we're gonna do, I haven't spent $1 on this game. What I'm gonna show you today. Now they have all sorts of ads. You can see them popping up, all sorts of ways that they try and upsell you into buying more stuff, and that's fine, But the basic game, which is what we're gonna play today, which is just super fine, is free. So there is a couple things I want to show you in settings really quick that are kind of crucial if you play this game. Highly recommend. Is it here or is it later? I don't think this is the one. There's 2 places where there's some setting stuff. Anyway, let's get out of this. Well, let's just start playing. Okay, I'm gonna set up a game solo here. Yeah. Okay. Map selection. Well, and here is where you would have a lot. If you spent some money, you'd have all sorts of map choices. But the classic, there's a map of the world. This is free, so that's great. There's all sorts of different scenarios that you can play. World domination. That's the classic way to play. Oh, here we go. Here are the modifiers I was looking for earlier. Yeah. Okay. So if you play this game, there's some options here. I leave all this stuff off. Placement auto. So now there is sort of 2 ways you can play Risk. One is let the computer, or you randomize. If you're playing a board game on the table, you'd have a bunch of cards and you deal them out. There's a card for every territory on the map. And so it's easy to create random placement by taking this deck of cards and shuffling them all and dealing them out and see which territory everybody starts with. So I recommend that because it's just kind of fun. You have no idea what you're going to get. Yeah, this is probably the most swingy part of the game in terms of where luck can really help or hurt you depending on what territories you start. But it's just, I find the other way of picking territories that you start with, each player taking turns and picking territories and placing armors. I don't know. I just find it kind of tedious. I just do it this way and get going. I set the AI difficulty on hard. I don't know. I'll probably get my ass kicked. That's okay. Fine. This one, card bonus progressive. So there's a thing in Risk where you're going to get cards throughout the game, and I'll show you the details here, and you can turn them in for bonus armies. And the progressive is the traditional way to play when the game first came out, where every time that happens, the amount of armies you get increases. And I think that's an important way to play because it means the game's going to end, because it really is going to get ridiculous how many armies come out. But you can, so that's, I do that. Dice rolls, true random. Come on, we're gamers. I mean, it's got to be true random. There's a way, I guess, of just changing this so that it's less random and more like predictable. I don't know. That seems dumb to me. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So I wanted to show you that, and okay, they give you coins. I guess it's not totally free. They give you coins, and you can play solo for 5 coins. Okay, well, I have 100 coins. I got plenty. I'm never gonna run out of coins. Okay, I've burned through a few coins just sort of creating starter setups here. Okay, so it's gonna start assuming that it's a 3-player game. I already set the AIs to hard. I can't change it here. I'm gonna add one more. I think 4 players is good. You can go up to 6 players, but on stream, I don't want to play with too many players and make the game longer. I think this will be, but I'm not sure it would make it longer in Risk. But anyway, let's do it this way and see what happens. Oh, it would certainly make the game longer because it takes a while for the AIs to go through and do their turn. There's me. I look cute and innocent, don't I? Okay, and as usual, you've heard me say this before. When we start a game, the game is suddenly going, and I have no control over the mouse. I've kind of got to wait for it to be my turn before I could really show you things. What I can say right now is you can see there's a map of the world. You can see that on each territory, the map is divided into territories, and the territories into continents. And so, let's see up here in North America, you can see there's about 9 territories. It looks like 9 territories. And the thin lines divide them into territories. The really thick lines divide them into continents. And so that's important for bonus armies. On each territory, you see a medallion there, a button that has a color and a number. The color is which player owns that territory, and the number is how many armies they have there. You always have to have at least 1 army in a territory. You can never sort of on purpose vacate a territory and not leave at least 1 army in the territory. So over here on the right, you see the different players. They're all AIs, of course, except for me. They put me coming in last. Okay. Oh, and now it's my turn. Okay. So, okay, I killed that time. So what I should have been doing instead of talking is paying attention to where the various AIs are concentrating their forces, but I think I can kind of figure this out now. Okay, when is your turn? You have 3 phases: draft, battle, and fortify. Draft is every turn you're going to get a few more armies, reinforcement. So you see down here, I've got 4 armies that are new that I get to put anywhere I want to, in any of my territories that I want to. And then we'll do battle, and then there's a way to fortify to kind of do a small little movement of armies from one place to another. That's kind of the basic thing you do during your turn, and each player takes turns doing that until one player rules the world. Be the first kid on your block to rule the world. Yeah. Who wouldn't want to do that? That's just good, clean fun. All right, so the way you get more troops, there's a couple different ways, because obviously getting as many troops as possible is really going to be important to winning. You always get, at the beginning of your turn is when you get troops, you get the number of territories you have divided by 3, rounded down, with a minimum of 3. So right now, how many territories do I have? I'm playing yellow. I've got Argentina here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I did a math problem. It must not be divided by 3. Why would it? Maybe 4 is the minimum. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, anyway, maybe 4 is the minimum, or maybe it's 1 plus that number. But it is, I'm pretty confident, the more territories you own, the more troops you're going to get. So that's one way. Also, though, if you control a continent, you're going to get bonus troops on top of that. So that's really important. So you see the dark lines are continents, so and they're where you would expect: South America, North America, Europe, etc. So the number of points you get, number of extra armies you get for the continents depends on which continent. The lowest is Australia. You get 2 points for Australia. You also get 2 points for South America. You get 3 points for Africa. You get 5 points for Europe or North America, 7 points from Asia. And generally, the more points you get, the reason it's more is because it's harder to defend and has more territories. But so how hard a continent is to defend is really important for thinking about strategy. And so Australia, one of the fun things everybody plays Risk talks about is Australia. Because in Australia, it only gives you two bonus armies per turn for controlling it, but there's only one way to Australia, and that is through Siam, Indochina. What do they call it in this game? Let's see here. I thought if I hover over this, it'll give me the name of the territory. No, that's Axis and Allies that does that. Okay, whatever the hell the name of this territory is. To here, you see these dotted lines? That's saying these territories are adjacent. You can only attack adjacent territories. So the only way, if you get Australia, you can put all your armies here or here, ideally here, because then you're preventing somebody else from owning Asia, because you own part of it. And there's only one way, that's the only way into your territory. So it's really easy to defend Australia. Compared to, on the other end of the spectrum, if you control Asia, which is all these territories here, then if you control Ukraine, it's not too bad. I think that's what this is. Here, but you're having to defend here, 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 and here. Notice Alaska and I think this is Kamchatka are adjacent to each other. So that's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 places you have to defend your continent from somebody trying to take. And they only have to take one territory from you. To get the bonus for the continent, you have to control every single territory in the continent. So that's pretty hard. Africa is, you have 3 places you can be attacked from, and it gives you 3 armies. I think Africa is kind of one of the, I don't think it's a great deal. Three armies, but 3 territories you have to defend. South America is only 2 armies, and it's got 2 territories you have to defend, versus Australia having 1. So Australia is clearly better than South Africa in terms of that. I think generally everybody agrees the best continent is North America, because it's 5 armies that you get every turn for controlling it, and it's 3 entries, 3 places you have to defend. So that's pretty nice. Europe is 5, but it's got 4 places to defend, which makes it as hard to defend almost as Asia is, but it's worth 2 less armies. So Europe, I think, is kind of the worst. Don't quote me on that out of context. I think it's the worst continent in Risk, perhaps. Although, 5 armies is 5 armies. But, the other thing, the best continent actually is the one you have, right? So you have to, so when you're playing this game, you're kind of looking to figure out, well, where do I have a chance to get a continent? And going last, wow, my options have been seriously compromised here. I've got nothing going on in Australia. Not much in Africa. That's okay. I don't like Africa anyway. South America, I've got this 4 armies sitting down here by themselves, which is okay. They're a long ways from any other armies I have. I've got a bunch of stuff here in Asia, but Asia is such a hard continent to take control of. I do have a little bit going on here in North America with the 5 armies here and the 3 and the 4. But boy, all these armies I'm facing are 2s, and not a lot of 1s. 1s are the easier ones to take. And it looks like green. Look at how much green has done this turn. Green has got a pretty strong presence in Europe. They got the strongest presence in South America, and they've got looks like they're making a push for North America as well. Blue is got a presence down in Australia, and a little bit going on here in Asia. Pink has a presence here in Africa, a little bit in Europe that's close enough to Africa to count, and they're not out of the running here in Australia or in South America for that matter. Okay, so in terms of strategy, honestly, I'm not sure what the hell I should do. Probably North America. It is the best continent, and it's where I have the best presence. So, but it's going to be a long road. A lot of other armies I'm going to have to figure out how to defeat. So, that's kind of a strategy talk. Let's talk about the mechanics of the game. So, when fortifying is pretty straightforward. In fact, let me just go ahead and do that. I got 4 armies to place. I get to decide where I want them. Well, if I want to be in North America, then I probably should go up here. And what you kind of want to do is try to get an area, start to build an area you control where at least one territory is in your rear lines, in a sense. Like if let's find an example of that. Okay, here we can show this example in blue. Blue here has a no, that doesn't actually work. These are connected. Well, okay, it's too early in the game that there isn't really an example that I can see. But you can imagine that, let's pretend this connection didn't exist between Western Australia and what is this? I miss not having the names of the territories here. Anyway, that territory there. If that didn't exist, then this space here there wouldn't be anybody adjacent to it from another player. And therefore, you could get away with having only one army there. And so if you can kind of create a pocket like that, that's a good thing to be able to do. Like here, if pink goes up here and takes here, then these territories here are in the rear line. So if I'm thinking that way up here, it's going to be hard to get there. Eventually, if I can get... Yeah, that's not really... it's not going to be easy to get to that point. But clearly, I'm going to put my armies up here in North America, and I'm going to put one here. Now, when I click on that territory, it's giving me kind of how many do I want to put there. Let's just start with one here to begin with, and I think one more, and let's put one here. So I'm at 5 in each of those territories. What I'm doing is trying to make them big enough that nobody's going to mess with me. And I'm going to put... I think I'll just go ahead and put another one here. Yep, okay. So now I've placed these armies. Now the next phase is attack. So this is the attack phase. This is when you get to attack. In this game, you get to attack as many times as you want to. I mean, until you don't have any armies left to attack with. And you just basically pick a territory that you got armies, and pick a territory to attack that has to be adjacent, and go. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, one thing that I like to do is I'd like to get rid of the blue presence here in North America. So I can go from here to here and here to here, but I don't want to attack so much that I lose a lot of these armies and end up being vulnerable to counterattack. I don't want to get too greedy, and in fact, taking both of them might be more than I want to, but there is some value in just making it so that blue doesn't have a presence in North America. Although, even if I wipe both of these out, Remember that Alaska here is connected to, I think that's Kamchatka, which is shown over here. So, and there's 9 armies here nearby. So even if I wipe these out, blue does have a little bit of a presence here. Maybe I'll start with pink. If pink gets wiped out, they're not anywhere near here. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Now, there's also... Well, let me explain how attacking goes. So let's just do this. I'm going to go here. I'm in Ontario. I'm going to... Oh, that's how we find out the names of the territories. Just click on one of these things and pretend you're going to do an attack. Okay, now we're going to go to Western United States. When I click on this, it's going to show me... I have a couple of options. The way the mechanics work is that you're rolling dice. The attacker rolls dice and the defender rolls dice. And the attacker can roll up to 3 dice if they have at least 4 armies. The attacker can roll 1 less dice than the number of armies they have. So if the attacker has 1 army, they can't attack. If the attacker has 2 armies, they can roll 1 die. If they have 3 armies, they can roll 2. If you have 4 armies, you can roll 3. Basic strategy is always have at least 4 armies so you can roll 3 dice, because whoever has the most dice has an advantage. The defender can roll up to 2 dice. They can never roll more than 2 dice, and they can, if they only have 1 army, they can still roll, but they roll 1 dice. If they have 2 armies, they get to roll 2. So the defender has the advantage of being able to more easily roll 2 dice than the attacker. The reason the attacker, this funky rule about having to have 1 more army than the number of dice they roll, is that if they win, they can advance, but they have to leave 1 army behind. And they have to advance with as many armies as the number of dice they rolled. Long story short, 95% of the time, you don't want to attack unless you have at least 4 armies. So you roll 3 dice, and if the defender has 1, that's great because they only get to roll 1 dice. But if they have 2 or more, 20, whatever, they only get to roll 2 dice. And in that situation, your odds are slightly in favor of the attacker. Now, so if the attacker rolls 3 dice, the defender rolls 2 dice, the way the dice match up, you roll the dice, you compare the attacker's biggest die versus the defender's biggest die. And if it's bigger, if it's a bigger number, like a 6 versus a 5, then the defender loses an army. If they're tied, or if the attacker's die is lower, and again, you're comparing the 2 biggest dice, then the attacker loses an army. So if you're rolling the same number of dice, then the odds are against you. If you have more dice, the odds are with you and on attack. So now you can, typically at a game table, you would just be doing this one at a time. You look at the situation, you pick up dice, you'd roll, you do the comparisons, and see what happens. This game gives you what's called a blitz. And it just means, hey, let's save some time and just do all the dice rolls at once. But I think for the sake of teaching, just in case there is somebody here that doesn't know how to play this game, we can click this arrow and make it 1 die. That's a horrible idea. I still want to attack with 3 dice, but I don't want to do it as a blitz. I just want to roll 3 dice once versus 2 dice once and see what the results are, and then decide if I'm going to continue. Okay, so then we click the dice and we see what happens. I think there we go. Okay, so it shows the dice. Oh, that was horrible. It went by so fast you didn't see it, but my top 2 dice were a 6 and a 5, and the defender's top 2 dice were a 6 and a 5. So I lost 2 armies. So now I'm just going to stop. And now we go look at the map, and you see I had 6 armies here. Now I only have 4. That's not good. And it's kind of making me wonder if I want to attack again up here. So for reasons I will explain soonish, every turn make it a big priority to take 1 territory. So you're always kind of looking around the map and finding out where's the easy meat. And the easy meat right here is these four armies against one. I don't care as much about losing armies down here in South America because I'm not trying to take South America, but I do want one territory. So finding a place where you have four or more armies versus a territory that has only one army, that's as good odds as you're going to get. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and attack Peru with these four armies. And it's not in blitz mode, so let's click and see what happens. So again, the defender's only going to get to roll one die. I get to roll 3 because I have at least 4 armies. So I'm going to compare the highest die I get versus whatever the defender rolls with their 1 die. So if defender rolls a 6, I lose an army. If defender rolls less than a 6, well then, you know, I have increasingly better chances of winning. So let's see what happens. Defender rolled a 2, my highest die was a 4, I won. Okay, so I've taken Peru. I would have had a choice of how many armies to move in, except that I had 4 armies, and I had to move in at least 3 because I rolled 3 dice. And so since so it didn't give me a choice of how many to move in. If I had like 10 armies, it would tell me, okay, you got to move in at least 3, but if you want to move in a little bit less, that's totally fine. All right, so now I'm not going to attack any further. No, I'm not doing that. So now it's giving me the option of attacking again. Excuse me. And I don't think I want to. Now here's where there is strong disagreements out in the forums. I was reading a little bit about risk strategy in the forums and immediately found this big debate about how aggressive you should be on turn 1. And I'm glad that really smart players were disagreeing, because it started with the post the same, then be really aggressive, just attack everywhere, attack lots of places, get lots of armies. And I'm like, I don't know that I agree with that. And some other players didn't agree either. So I felt that that might be the right strategy. Maybe I should be out here making lots of attacks in other places, especially any place where I have 4 dice. Like here I have 4 dice. Maybe I should attack this place. Oh no, maybe up here where I have 5 dice, maybe I should attack. But I think if it was a 2-player game, that might certainly be true. But I don't like the idea of leaving a lot of soft targets around for other players to to easily get cards. Okay, so I'm actually going to end my turn here. And so I end the attack phase, and it's asked me to confirm. Yeah, I think I can turn that off in settings, that confirmation notice. And now I can do what's called a fortify. With a fortify, you can move a bunch of armies 1 territory, from 1 territory to an adjacent territory. You can't leave a territory vacant. So if I wanted to, I don't actually see a real obvious thing to do here. I might move 1 army down to here. I love having at least 2 armies on every territory, because then I always get to roll 2 dice, and it makes things a little bit less likely that somebody's going to attack you, because 1 dice is just 1 army in a territory, just so much easier. You roll, the most you can lose is 1. If you got 2, defender rolls 2 good dice, like Pink did up here, you lose 2 armies, you're like, you know. So I think I like having 3 dice up closer to Europe. I think I'm going to do that here. I'm going to put 1 die here, and it gives me this little scroll. I'm just going to move 1 die over there. Oh, that's good. Okay, it flipped across the screen real fast, but I got a card that said Southern Europe. So I'm going to show you, now it's going to go through all the other turns, and I'm going to show you what the cards mean when it gets to my turn. Okay, so blue is reinforcing up here in Asia, and then attacking. I really do want to watch what the other AIs do this turn. They're fortifying. Okay, he's I'm not sure why he did that. Okay, what Pink is doing, Pink is fortified big in Africa, and is going up here. Okay, By the way, the territory with a crosshatch pattern means that it's on a card that I own, which we'll see soon. Okay, so pink has taken Africa. Okay, so now they're fortifying, move all their armies over from Central Europe to Western Europe here. Okay, green fortified up here. Okay, I was worried they were going to fortify in North America. They seem more interested in going after Europe, which is great. Okay, now it's back to me. Okay, I mentioned that I got a card. In fact, if you look over here at the players, you can see this little flag that's with a number on it beside each player is how many cards they're holding. So at the end of each turn, you get a card if you took at least one territory. And so they all got 2. I've only got 1. That's because I go last. And so at the end of this turn, if I have at least 1 territory, I will have 2 cards. Now a card looks like this. Let me see the card. There we go. Here we go. Southern Europe is a card, and it's got a cavalry unit there. So you imagine that the Risk game, if you play as a board game, comes with a deck of cards, and there's a card like this for every territory on the map. So you could see why or how you could randomize what territories everybody starts off in with this idea, with this deck. And that's how you would normally do it if you're playing on a table. And then you collect all the cards, shuffle them up, and then everybody would start drawing from that deck of cards to the game. Now, the purpose of this is that when you get this symbol, there's 3 different symbols that can appear, and it's kind of the Napoleonic trifecta. There is a cavalryman, like you see here. It could be an infantryman, or it could be a cannon. Those are the 3 symbols, and it's random as to which ones you're going to get. As soon as you have 1 of each, or 3 of one of those types, you can cash in those cards for a bonus. And right now, you can see the bonus over here is at 4. But to get the bonus, you have to have, in either one of those ways, you have to have at least 3 cards. Let's see here. I haven't been paying attention to chat. Turkey Tacos. Armando, you've played at Gettysburg. Yeah, it was great. I played, I had the square map version too. I understand there was a hex map version that came out later. And Camchat. Okay, good. Glad I got that right. So every time somebody cashes in a set of cards for these bonus armies, the bonus number goes up. So the first time somebody does it, they get 4. Second time, 6. Third time, somebody does it. It could be 8. It could be any player. Anytime anybody gets a bonus, it ups the value of the bonus for the next player that does it, whether it's the same player or not. So you can see that this is going to escalate. Once it gets up to 10 or 15, the amount the bonus goes up each round goes up by 5. So 20 armies, 25 armies. I mean, it's like, yeah. So the game escalates. Steve, you would like that aspect of this game. And there's epic games out there where people cash in, you get 100, 150, 200 armies. It gets crazy after a while. Okay, so it's nothing we have to worry about for a while, although it's not going to be that long. You get the card at the end of the turn, so nobody's going to cash in next turn, although it's possible that somebody will have a set of 3 or 1 of each. And so 2 turns from now, somebody might cash in for extra armies. And they can put them anywhere they control, which is another reason why it's kind of nice to get one of these territories out of your range. Okay, so now it's my turn. I only got 3 armies this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that the equation worked this time. It's giving me a little reminder. Oh, I didn't mention this. The territory, when you if you cash in, if you control the territory the card is, you get an extra 2 armies on that territory. So I have a small incentive to take Southern Europe, but I mean, if it's convenient that you can line up and get one of these territories, great. If not, don't worry about it. In the overall scheme of things, it's not as big a deal as the cashing in bonus. Okay, so I got 3 armies to place. What I want to be able to do is I'm tempted to dump them all here and see if I can take out this 5. It's because when you attack, if you're rolling 3 dice for somebody else's 2, you do have a numerical advantage. There's also the temptation to go over, and Pink has Africa now. So what are they going to do next? They're going to be getting extra 3 armies every turn. If you're playing 2-player, you really want to be aggressive about trying to knock out your opponents from having a continent. Multiple players, it's a little less pressure for you to do it. You know, you can kind of like, oh, let the AI do it. I'm also looking at this 8 armies here and wondering, where are they going? Well, they're not coming into South America because they can only attack adjacent territories, and there's no way to move them here into Africa except at the end of Pink's turn. I would like to be able to, if I put my armies here and it fails, I'd like there to be a place where I have 4 armies to attack a 1 army. Also tempted to, I like having this army, it's Iceland, but it's not really helping me take North America unless maybe I'll move over here and grab and try to get a presence here. Maybe this is where I should be spending my armies. I tried to knock out Pink again. Well, whatever. I'm going to put 1 army here just so that I have a 4-to-1 against one of these in case I don't win that battle. And over here, I think I am going to go, I'm going to put both the armies here. Well, I'm going to put 1 army here, and I'm going to put 1 in Ontario. I'm skipping that idea of what to do down here. Okay, so I've placed my armies, and what I want to do is I'm going to go try and knock out up here. So let's do an attack. We're going to go from Iceland, I think it is, to Greenland. And, well, I didn't... I'm going to show you the blitz this time. I get nervous doing this blitz thing, but maybe I shouldn't. The blitz mode is when it's just going to keep rolling dice. I have no chance. If it's going badly, I have no chance of stopping. It's just going to keep rolling dice until one side's won. And like, you know, so this, you know, wow, why not? Let's see what happens. Okay, it flashed by really quick, but there was a little -2 and a -1. I lost 1 army. Defender lost 2 armies, and so now it's saying, what else do you want to do? Do you want to keep going? It is kind of tempting to try and knock out Quebec just to get blue out of North America. What's blue got over here? Nah, blue's got some territory in Asia, but not that much. One thing I didn't mention is that if you wipe out another player, you get their cards. And you can, and if getting those cards lets you cash in, you can do it right in the middle of your turn, right in the middle of your battle phase. So there is a strategy to keep in mind of it's a little early, but it's going to happen quicker than you might think, where you're looking for an opportunity to wipe out another player and get their cards. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with 3 to leave 2 here to make it a little bit less tempting, and I think I need to be just a bit more aggressive. I'm going to hit Quebec, try and knock blue out of Europe. I'm not going to do the blitz though. I'm just going to do 1 roll and see how it goes. Oop, I didn't. Thought I did. Continue for no. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I don't see the word blitz, so if I click on the dice, it'll do 1 dice exchange. Oh, defender rolls 2 6s. Oh, wait, no, we both lost 1. Okay, I misread that somehow. I wish it kind of lingered about a little bit and showed you what that roll was. Okay, so now what have I got? I've got 4 to 1. Well, it's 4 to 1. Yeah, let's do it. Let's at least roll once. I think it's pretty dangerous to hit blitz here, and it's not giving me that option actually, because you could end up you just want this first one to go really well. Oh, defender's on the right. I was doing it the other way. Okay, so now um, we've gotten blue out of North America. Don't really like how weak a lot of my units positions look, but that's the way it goes. I'm thinking, let's see, how many territories did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I took one more territory, I'd be at 12 territories, so I'd get 4 armies next turn instead of 3. But chances are you're going to lose one of those territories, especially since I've got a tempting 1 down here. But I think it's worth trying. So I'm going to just put some pressure on blue here. See if I can take this. Try 1 roll. Got it. Okay. And attack phase. Continue to fortify phase. Yes, I'm going to go to fortify. And fortify lets me move. Okay, I don't want to give the AIs an easy target here. So I'm going to move 1 army from here to here. 1 army. Equalize those. All right. And I got a territory card, Peru. And now we're going to blue. Blue is, I missed where they fortified. Oh, down in Australia. So blue is finally making their play to take Australia. And they took it. Oh, and they're attacking me up there. Okay. See, it knocked me down from 12 to 11. So I'm not sure that was a good idea. But anyway. Okay, pink got 6 armies. Look at now they got 14 armies in what was that, Western Europe? They're attacking green up there. What's great is when the AIs are attacking each other. That's oh, that's interesting. So he in his fortify, he moved all the way. He moved 2 territories. I think that's a rules change from the original game. Okay, green took my, attacked my 1 army option there. And is doing the same in Europe. Okay. And is fortifying up here in North America. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got 3 armies. Everybody has 3 cards except for me. I should have 3 cards at the end of this turn. Things go okay. So right now my 2 cards are Southern Europe and Peru. I currently control Peru, so if I do a cash in while I still control Peru, I'll get an extra 2 armies there. Okay, it'd be nice to keep that. And it's 2 cavalrymen, so I'm going to hope to draw another cavalryman. Another debate in this game that I've seen around strategy is, do you cash in as soon as you possibly can, like as soon as you have a set? If you have a set when you have 3 cards, do you cash in right away? Or do you hold on to them longer so that when you do cash in, you get more troops? I think most people in forums that I was watching were of the mind that cash in as soon as you can. Get troops on the map. This is probably right. Although I do kind of like waiting, especially if I only have 3 cards and I can cash in with 3 cards, and I have 0 cards, and I have to wait at least 3 turns before I get an opportunity to cash in. If you wait till you have 5 cards and you cash in, you still have 2, and so the opportunity to cash in again is going to come up sooner. Let's see. Can you attack first with the 5? Let's see. Eastern U.S., Ontario. Maybe the dice linger is something you adjust in settings. Yeah, maybe so. I think you're right. Okay, so we gotta. It's my turn to deploy troops. Okay, well, I want to. I'm not very strong in my position up here. I think I want to strengthen that a little bit. I only got 3 armies, so I'm not going to do anything too grand. I do want to get a option to do a 4-to-1 attack up here. Or should I just quit messing around over there and just put everything up here and really commit to getting knock out pink up here in North America, which is my original plan. seemed like a good idea at the time. I think I only got 3 armies. Okay, I think I'm gonna put them all here, and I just need to be aggressive, and let's go to the next phase, and let's attack here. And let's just blitz it, see what happens. I got him. Awesome, great. Okay, so I'm gonna move in 4 armies, so I have 4 and 4 here. And yeah. Okay, I think so. Maybe I'm not aggressive enough in this game, but I think holding all these territories, if I keep attacking, then you just keep diluting your power. So I tend to be a more conservative than I think some players would be right now. I think I'm going to be done here. The nice thing I like about the current setup is that I don't have any territories with only 1 army. So people, when players are looking to just get an easy territory, they're going to be looking for places like all these ones that are out there. Hopefully, knock on wood, we'll see how well that works. Okay, I'm going to end, and maybe yeah, okay, yes, let's go to fortify. Do I want to fortify anywhere? I think I'm kind of happy with what I've got. I guess I could even out, make these 2 3s. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Okay, I'll move here to here. One army. Okay, then I got Northwest Territory as my card because I took at least 1 territory. Now it's Blue's turn. Blue is putting all their armies up here in Kamchatka. Oh, and some in India. And where they attack? They're going to attack my guy there. So Blue's trying to take Asia, which makes sense. That's the only place he can go from Australia. Okay, Pink is putting their armies in Africa and attacking into Brazil, I bet. Sure enough. And then wiping me out and then going down here to... Okay, well, Pink is really becoming a problem. Pink is really annoying. They got 2 continents. Now, I really want the other AIs to step up and help here. Green really needs to break up this. Here, Green should attack here. No, they're attacking me in Iceland. Oh my gosh, come on, guys. I was really hoping somebody would step up and disrupt Africa here. Okay, I got 3 armies. Let's see what my troop situation is. I can't cash in. I have 3 cards, so now it'd be theoretically possible to cash in, but I don't have either 1 of each or 3 of a kind. So so that saves me that decision. I love the idea that I'm not next to Pink in the sense that Pink's really strong right now, and I'm hoping that they go attack somebody other than me. I don't like the idea that everybody just look at Blue could have just taken 1 of these territories easily and saved Pink from getting 3 armies from Africa. But in so doing, they would have been next to this pile of armies right here. So I understand that reluctance, but still, they should have taken 1 for the team. Don't you think? Well, I think... I could put my armies here and go down here and try and destroy... It's just... I'm losing armies to stop them, and I think it should be the job of their neighbors. I think when you're playing multiple players, you're kind of playing this. There's a bit of bit of a chicken, see who moves first, and some of it is like trying to get the other players to fight each other, and while you build up. I mean, that's kind of an ideal situation, but it doesn't always work that way. Okay, so really should take Northwest Territories, and plus, hey, if I take it and then cash in later and still hold it, I get extra 2 armies. So that's an idea. Probably taking out. Let's see. This is blue over here. Well, I don't have many armies, and it's gonna thin me out. But I gotta be aggressive. I gotta go out and do stuff. Okay, I'm gonna put my armies. Wow, I have so few armies over here. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put 1 army here. I only get 3, but I'm gonna put 1 here so I can get a 4-to-1 attack on Ukraine. And over here, I'm gonna put. I have 2 armies left. I'm gonna put them. Put 1 here. Okay, so that each of my territories has at least 3 armies. Hopefully, they're a little less tempting. Put the 5 armies here. My thought is that I'm going to try and get the easy card here with the 4-to-1. If I fail, I'll do the 5-to-2 here. I'd like to just not attack this turn in North America to try and just build up a little bit and hopefully stay kind of innocuous. Green is, I think, more interested in Europe. Pink is got to, who knows what Pink's going to do. They're on a roll. Maybe they'll come after green here. Anyway, we'll see. All right. And attack. Okay, let's do this. Let's try and get this easy. Hopefully. Boom, got it. Okay. Nope, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. End attack phase. And then fortify. I'm going to move 1 guy back to here. So we have a little less tempting targets. I don't know if I can cash in next turn, but I don't have any decisions to make until it's my turn. I just sit here and watch. Blue cashed in for 4 extra armies. Put them over in Middle East. No, you're supposed to attack into Africa, dude. Oh, they want to. He has delusions of grandeur. Blue has taken Asia. Well, if they hold Asia, that's big news. And they're moving some armies up from Australia. Okay. Pink is put 8 armies in what is that? West Africa? And attacking into Southern Europe. And then doing a fortify, moving a whole bunch of those armies onto my border, North Africa. Green is fortifying in Central America. That's not a good idea. And then attacking my territory and failing. My guys held out really well there and attacking over here and then attacking me here. Ooh, and failing. Oh, I rolled really good dice that round. Okay, I got 3 armies, and can I cash in? No, I can't. I've got 2 sets of 2. So, saves me that decision. Okay, so next turn. Okay, so you can see the cards. Blue will not be able to cash in. Pink will be able to. In fact, they'll be obligated to. As soon as you have 5 cards, you mathematically, there's no way you don't have a set or one of each. So the rules obligate you to cash in when you have 5 cards. I will not be, well, save me having to make the decision whether or not to cash in. Oh, you can't. Okay, so now I have a problem in that I don't have guys over here. So blue still doesn't have Asia because green has Japan. I'm only getting 3 territories. I know I'll be able to cash in next turn. I'm in a pretty weak position. Also, I'm a really tempting target. I'm going to have 5 cards. Somebody wipes me out. They get a really rich bounty from it. I am going to put armies here. And that's good. Yep, I think that's fine. And then I'm going to I think what pink is going to do is hopefully break up Asia, but what I'm worried about is they're going to place them all here and run up and try and roll me up. So I'm going to leave more green territories here for them to so that there's one more territory that is between me and them. And I'm going to, okay, draft, next phase, we're going to go up here, try and take Northwest Territory. Be good to take East, if I took both of them and didn't lose them, be nice. Okay, let's just blitz, see what happens. Oh my god, oh, disaster. I lost 5 armies. See, that's the danger about blitzing. You could roll once and see, oh, I lost 2. Should I roll again? I guess sometimes you end up making the same series of decisions. But I wouldn't have done that last roll. Okay, no more blitzing. Blitzing is just a really bad idea. And now I'm in... all right, well, let's try up here. I guess let's try Northwest Territory, but not a blitz. There. 3 dice, but the word blitz isn't there. So that means 1 each. Gosh. Okay, well, now it's at least 4-1. So let's roll one more time. No! I'm getting killed. Now I only got 2 dice. Because I only have 3 guys. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I don't have a territory yet. I've got to take a territory. If I don't take a territory, I'm just really screwed. I think I'm screwed anyway. But let's do one more. We've got to do it. Oh my god. Well, I think I actually attacked again. I didn't even mean to. Oh, I'm so hosed. If I don't take a territory, though, I really am hosed. So let's try from here. Wait, is that only... I should be able to roll 2 dice. Oh, I'm not setting these dice. Oh, gosh. Okay. No way. Oh, this is so bad. If you don't take a territory, you just... I mean, there's just no way of recovering from that. There, I finally got a territory. All those territories have 1s. Okay, I think if pink is smart, they will wipe me out, collect all my cards, and turn around and cash in, and then wipe out green, collect all green's cards, turn around, cash out again, and then go wipe out blue. Pink could win this turn. Fortify phase. Oh, what a joke. Fortify. Yeah, sure. Let's fortify. I guess try and get these guys up here in Northwest Territory just for the extra two armies. Okay, here comes blue. What's blue gonna do? Got a bunch of armies in the Middle East, and now they're going to probably take Japan so that they have Asia. There we go. And yes, finally, go break up. Yes, move into Africa. Good deal. And good. That means there's a higher chance, I think, now that pink will. By the way, got 6 troops. Got what? 17 armies total? Oh, they put them all on my border. Okay, there we go. 17 and 16. Yep, coming after me. It might be that pink doesn't wipe me out, and I end up with just 1 army in Ukraine. Oh nope, they decided that's enough. Oh yeah, okay, I'm in horrible position in this game. There we go. Green Fortified in America? Well, green doesn't have many options either. I mean, green is only barely stronger than I am. Okay, 3 territories um, and I have to cash in for a bonus of 8. That's nice. Okay, that's the only option. So okay, I get 10 armies, including 2 extra Northwest territories. So I think now, since the attacker does have the advantage, there's an argument for plopping these armies down in Northwest Territory and attacking this pile of 12 armies here in pink. Um, Pink is super strong, but they actually lost Africa, and you get rid of these 12 armies here. They don't look quite as strong all of a sudden. All right, let's put. I want to put 1 here. No, not 12, just 1. Just so that it's a little stronger than having just 1 army in a territory. As you all know by now. We're going to put the rest of them here. And we're just going to let's not blitz. Let's just do this one at a time and see what happens. Okay, so first die roll, 1 each. Their 6 is greater than my 3 or my 5, and my other 5 is greater than their 3, something like that. Okay, 1 each, so 13 to 11. Let's do one more. 1 each. Okay, let's do one more. Oh, I lost 2. I mean, at this point, go for broke, right? There, they lost 2. Okay, so it balanced out. Okay, 10 armies to their 8. Oh, I lost 2. The mathematical advantage to the attacker is only a slight advantage. Okay, 8 to 6. Ah, they lost 2 again. There we go. 8 to 4. Oh, 1 each, so it's 7 to 3. If I get down to range where I can't roll 3 dice, that's not going to be good. Oh, there we go. 2. 7 to 1. There we go. Bam. Let's go. There we go. Got him. Let's move in just 6. That... Actually, let's move in 5. There we go. And now I think we're done attacking. Continue to fortify. I actually don't have a fortify I want to do. I think that's just end of my turn. And I got another card. It's theoretically possible I might be able to cash in again next turn. Blue cashed in for an extra 10. And they've got 19 in the Middle East. So I think they're going to go on, get South America too. Nope. And blue took Alaska. Blue is now the stronger position. They wiped me out in Ukraine, so I'm down to 3 territories. Yeah, the machine has got me on the run. I shouldn't have gone against hard AIs. Oh well. But I feel like I've been winning. The scoreboard is I've won a lot more games than I've lost. So depending on the scoreboard, I feel like I should dial up or down the AIs accordingly to try and even us out. Yeah, I think this is... Oh, here comes green against me there. Not going to be enough to wipe me out, though. Okay. Okay, I just got 3 territories. So I was right about there being a minimum of 3. Even if you're down to less, only 2 territories left, you still get 3. So can I... I can cash in for 15 armies. I think I have to because I'm such a tempting target if I don't. I am anyway. So, where do I put these? Not all AIs are created equal. Yeah, that's true. I It's tempting to go down here and hole up in South America. Um, but I don't have that many armies. 18 armies sounds like a lot of armies, and so if I put 18 and 5 is 23, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Theoretically, I could go down and take South America and then hole up there, and maybe, I mean, South America is like the worst continent. It's only 2 points, or maybe it's 3. It might be. I might have that off. Anyway, who can cash in? Blue can't, but pink. Theoretically, pink and green can both, either one, cash in. I think there's just too much competition for Europe. I need to find someplace else to go. It would be funny. I mean, if I wipe out a bunch of pink, then blue might be in the situation where they're tempted to go wipe out the rest of pink and get their cards. Well, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put everything on Greenland. And we're going to go down and take South America. Just got too hot in North America. Okay. And we're going to take a... Do I dare leave an extra army there? I think my only chance of holding South America once I get down there is to have as many armies down there as possible. Even then, probably not real good odds. So I'm going to move everybody into Ontario. Let's go to the Western United States. And Central America. Then, yeah, all 19... I don't know. I'm now having second thoughts. I think North America is just a better option. And green is pretty weak, although it just kind of depends on... I'm not going to be able to cash in for a long time. You know, I think I'm just going to take this. Hopefully, I did. And let's... That seems like a decent bet. Yeah, let's do that. And be done. Well, yeah, let's go one more here. And let's move everybody in there. And let's end the attack and go to fortify. Maybe I'll still be in the game. Let's go to here with 5. Okay, I got one card, but it's going to be a long ramp. Whether I survive to cash in again is just going to depend on how much the AIs fight each other versus fighting me. And hopefully I made myself a little less tempting of a target by having more territories and stuff. Here comes blue. Come on, blue. You've got an opportunity to knock out pink here. I know 7 armies in Madagascar might be a little tough. Yeah, blue agrees. And they're sending troops to India? Why? Okay, so pink has put all their army in Madagascar and is intent on retaking Africa. But they're not going to do it. Not this turn. Pink went from very much front runner to being not much of a front runner anymore. But it all comes down to the cash in. You can be like have like one territory left, and the cash in numbers can get big enough that if everybody else has been throwing away their armies, you can take over the entire map with 100 armies. I mean, maybe not 100, maybe 150, something like that. It's a crazy game. Okay, it's back to me. I survived to this turn. I got to, South America is looking awfully tempting. It's also tempting to keep going for North America. The thing that, well, okay, so North America is going to be tough because Blue owns Asia, and they're going to defend Alaska very vigorously because it's a gateway into Asia. And by the way, that's crazy that the fact that Blue owns Asia, that's 7 armies a turn. That's really, really bad news for the rest of us. Pink really needs to go do something about that. Or, I suppose I do. Maybe what I do is I put on my armies here, and duking it out with Blue doesn't sound like a good idea. But Blue is starting to dominate this game. I'm only going to get 3 armies. I think there's an easy grab here for South America. I think I should just go for it. I don't know how easy it is. I mean, I could easily just screw it up with bad rolls. But let's see if I can take South America. It's kind of the path I started down last turn. Okay. By the way, a little strategy here I should be letting you know about. You want to think about the whole path of your attack. Like I'm thinking, okay, I want to take South America, and I want to save Brazil for last because I want to be able to keep all my force together, go down here to Peru, go to Argentina, and then go to Brazil, and be sitting here with 1 army each in my rear areas and having all my extra armies in Brazil, which will then be on the border between me and Africa. So let's see how this goes. Got it with no problem. Let's see how it goes here. Brazil. Got it, no problem. And I could go after Africa. But now if I take Africa, then my troops are sitting next to the 13 armies that are in Egypt. I don't want that. And I think I'm done here. I think I'm good. I think I'm happy with this. For the first time in the game, I have a continent. It's only worth 2, I think. Unless it might be worth 3, but I think it's 2. Fortify. Do I see is there a fortify I want to do? Yeah, I'm going to move 1 army to here, to Greenland from Quebec, just to reduce the number of ones I have that are on the front lines. Okay, Blue fortified in Africa heavily. They've got a lot of armies. Where are they going? Are they coming after me? Break me up? Nope. It's going to try to take Africa now. And they will. Assuming they want to. Yep. And they wipe out Pink. And so then they wiped out Pink. So they got all Pink's cards and cashed in and got a whole bunch more armies. And it's still their turn. So now, are they going to go after me? Yes, they are. But they didn't try to wipe me out. They just took Brazil. I don't think they quite had enough to wipe me out because that 15 armies in Egypt is on a border. So so Green did not cash. Oh, they did cash in. Oh yeah, that's right. They got a lot of armies up there in Europe now. Fortunately, going after Europe, not me. Okay. Well, Blue is a juggernaut now. Blue has three continents. They are most certainly going to win this game, and there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I could, even if I put all my armies here, where I have 6, you know, fighting my way all the way to Kamchatka is not, you know, that's just a horrible idea. And I've lost South America, so the 3 armies I have. Wow, you have to take a territory. If I don't take a territory, then I'm just really hosed, because it's all about cashing in at this point. The weakest neighbor I have is here in whatever Central Canada or whatever it is. So I'm going to dump my reinforcements onto Western United States and go after Ontario. Yeah, let's just blitz. We don't really have a choice. And okay, I got it. Now let's equalize a little bit. Go to there. Hi, geeky broken hoodie. Destroy them all. Take South America. I did. Yep, and Australia, which they don't have to defend. Things are looking blue for me. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Let's no, that's enough tacking. Let's go to fortify. I don't really see anything I want to fortify. Yeah, I think it's just fine. It's kind of random at this point. Skip fortify. I got North Africa as a card. Blue got 20 and 30 points from trading in. So they just got, what, 50 armies? Yeah. I don't understand where they're put, what their rationale behind some of their placement, but hey, they're winning. I'm not, so they must be right. Okay, here now they're gonna get Europe. Maybe. No, see now if he'd attacked from Ukraine, he'd have all those armies on the front lines. I mean, I hate to be critical of the AI that's kicking my butt, but they could have wiped out green this turn and gotten green's 2 cards and cashed in again. Okay, here comes green. And they wiped out one of my territories. So now it's going to be my turn. If I can cash in this turn, could keep me in the game. Let's see what happens. No, I can't cash in. I've got, yep, don't have a set. All right, so I get my piece of little 3 units. My only hope is that blue and green keep fighting each other. Well, I think I just got to try and take a territory. And so I can get a card so I can cash in. If you ever get to a point where you can't take a territory, then you really have it really is over at that point. As long as you can keep getting cards, there's always this ray of hope. Okay, so the weakest territory next to me is what is that? Northwest Territories up there? I think so. Yep, Northwest Territory. So we're gonna go up there and blitz it. Oh. I lost it. I lost. Oh no, I got the territory, but I lost 4 guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's enough attacking for me. All my territories are just 1s and 2s. Come on, you guys. Somebody needs to wipe me out. Oh, blue is so massive. They don't even need to cash in to get massive armies and go. What are they going to do? They're going to take Europe this turn. They should. Yep. Yep. Okay. So blue is. Oh, they're gonna try and maybe take South America. Yep. Okay. They've set green up to be able to wipe me out. If green can cash in. No, they didn't cash in. And they're gonna. They really should wipe me out, get all my cards, and cash in. And they might do that. Nope. Nope. Well, it's my turn again. I got 3 troops, but I can't cash in. Oh, look at I got 2 and 2. Well, good. At this point, I think it's just better that the game gets over more quickly. If okay, so let's put all my troops here, and so that I can take Ontario, which is only a 1. Yep. And now let's have Ontario, Quebec attack Ontario, and got it. Nope, that's it. That's all we need to do is just get one guy, one territory, and I don't. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. Okay, now I have 5 cards. Now I'm a really tempting target. Did blue cash in? No, they've got 3 cards. They did not cash in. They don't need to. Okay, blue has just. They have the entire world except for North America. And here they come. Yeah. They could win this turn. Oh, I'm out. And then blue got all my cards, so now blue is going to. Is it going to let us finish? Let us watch the end? Let's see. Match over. It's not over just because I'm dead. Let's see. Battle log, replay. No, definitely don't want to replay. What is this going to do? Is it going to show us the end? No, it didn't see. I guess all they care about is that the PC, that the human lost. The AIs. Well, we all know who was going to win. Blue was going to win that game, for sure. Okay. Let's see. I got to play the. I got to play the I lost cinematic here.
Peter Carbon Unit, I have never seen such a paradoxical combination of adaptability and predictability in any other carbon-based life form.
Thank you, Armando. Hard fought. Yeah, it's only 10:30. I'm gonna play again. Might as well. I might as well try this. I've embarrassed myself. I can't embarrass myself any further, can I? I guess if I lose twice, then that would be embarrassing. Let's just try this. Let's see settings. Is there any of these settings we want to change? Gameplay settings, streamer mode, advisor, turn info notification. What is this? Enable information about each of the turns? I have no idea what that is. Change a phase change animation. Quick animation plays to indicate a new phase has started. No, I think that's kind of useful. End phase confirmation. Let's turn this off. That'll make things go a little faster. Territory names. Oh, here. Turn on show territory names when zoomed in. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe that's. I guess by zooming in, I could have been able to see more territory names. Hi, geeky broken hoodie. Camera animations. I think that's fine. Okay, I think all that's fine. Secure my account. Oh my gosh, why? All right, let's play. I'm gonna play again. Basic training, no solo. Still hard AIs, I guess. Classic map. That's all I have access to. because I didn't actually spend money on this game. Just for the mayhem, let's go to 6 players. Why not? That's gonna make it slow, but I've gotten through one game. Why not? Secure your account because the game is risky. Yeah, but they don't have my card, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, this might be a really bad idea. But it does seem kind of fun to be like play a 6-player game at Risk. But that means you're going to have like just a very few number of territories. I think it means you can get wiped out really fast. Okay, I'm player 4. Pink is making a move in Africa. And what is this? Oh yeah, still moving. Still moving. And okay, and then orange, I guess, is the next color. Orange has got 3 territories, and they're putting up in North America. So I'm watching just to kind of get an idea for where the AI is interested. Okay, fortify. Okay, purple is got 3 troops, and they're placing them in Europe. Is this purple? I guess it's purple. Yeah. It's kind of purple or blue. I see. It's purple normally, but his territories turn blue when she activates them. Okay, there's purple. There's me. Green hasn't. Nobody's played any in Australia, but green hasn't gone yet, and green has a lot down in Australia. I mean, I feel like in the previous game, maybe I didn't play aggressively enough. I don't know if anybody has any. How many maps do they have available? They have a lot of maps. I didn't even scroll down to see what they were, but yeah, this is the only free one. That's right, Armando. Well, there is another player going after North America. Nobody put anything in South America. That's not a great continent. It's tempting to just try and duke it out in Australia, even though I'd be starting off with a disadvantage there. Just to try that Australia strategy. I think I'm going to do that. I think the way that might work to getting Australia, even though I only have 1 territory versus green having 3, is to keep building up there but attack elsewhere for my cards. Or maybe I'm just being too conservative in this game. But that's what I'm going to try doing. Let's try this strategy. I'm going to put a bunch of armies there, try and make it look like I'm really tough in Australia. Maybe green will go elsewhere. And then for my draft next phase. Yeah, okay. Then for my attacks, I think I'm going to go down this way. And yeah, let's just blitz. Remember me saying no more blitzing? Okay, we're going to end the attack phase, and then a fortify would let me move. I think in original Risk you can move 1 army anywhere between your 2 territories, even if they weren't adjacent. So I'm going to see if I can move 1 army here to here. Asia. No, it won't let me do that. Yeah, I tried doing that. It'll let me move several territories away, but they all have to be connected. So I'm going to move to here, and then only let me move 1 territory. Okay, so I got 1 card. Green. Here goes green. Hey, they did fortify Australia a little bit, and also in South America, where they're kind of doing the same strategy I'm doing, aren't they? They're like, okay, we're going to pop 1. Yeah. You reinforce in Australia, but attack somewhere else. Interesting. Okay, so here goes red. Red is in South America. And has tried to wipe out green in South America, but failed to. Back to pink. Pink is in Middle East and is going into Europe. Pink is got a serious bid to take over Africa. Okay, here comes orange. Orange reinforced in Asia instead of North America. Interesting. Orange is really interesting. They're being aggressive on two continents. Okay, here goes purple, reinforced back into Europe, and attacking in Europe. A little bit North America, and it's back to me. Well, I was hoping green would give up on Australia, but they really didn't do that. Maybe it's time. Now, as an attacker, you have this theoretical advantage, although slight. Maybe it would be good to be a bit more aggressive down here. I've also got a 4-to-1 option here. I also have the option of like maybe dumping my reinforcements into China and coming down into, let's see if it works. Yes, if I zoom in, I see the names. Dumping me into China and coming down into Siam. It gets me these three armies, whatever's left of them, a little closer to the Australia situation. I think I like that idea. I'm going to put them all here. And next phase. Okay. I'm going to see if we can get this. But if I'm not going to blitz. I'm going to roll once and see how it goes. If I lose 2, I'm going to stop. I did lose 2. Oh, man. I do think the dice have not been with me this morning. Okay, let's try this one down here. There, got it. No, not doing that attack. Okay. Now, I think I'm done attacking. I am going to move one of these guys to here. Have 2 guys on defense in each one of them. I got my second card. Here comes green. Green is reinforcing in Indonesia. Yep. And they're attacking Siam. Okay. And not me yet. That's interesting. It gets my 4 armies in China in play against green down in this area. And here goes red. I think my presence in South America is in jeopardy. Oh, a nuclear war Risk game? Yeah, I've never played any Risk variants. I've just played. I so quickly went from Risk to more proper war games like Gettysburg and Panzer Blitz and Squad Leader and all those games that I kind of never went back and spent much time with a Risk other than that few months where that was the only game we knew about. That was, a conquest type game. Okay. Pink has nope, still don't have Africa. Don't want to forget about these 3 armies I got down here, although I don't see a lot I can really do with them. Oh, good. Orange is breaking up Africa a little bit. Pink. Nobody's really got a continent yet. That's good. There goes purple. They're still pretty determined in Europe. And they're still going. Okay, I get my 3 troops. And I want to see what I have a... So I need a cannon to cash in next turn. Okay. One thing to do in a 6-player game is look around. Like I'm looking each turn. I want to see what the other countries have. Oh, this tells how many territories. This number below. I haven't paid attention to these numbers before. Okay, so I think this is saying I have 20 armies and 5 territories. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Oh yeah, and the 3 in Africa. 20 armies, yeah, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 territories. Yeah, okay, it's good to look around and see if there's somebody you can knock out, but you get the cards, but that's not happening for me right now. Yeah, so many better war games out there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I can plop down 2 armies here so I get a 4-to-1 for a hopefully easy card draw. But then I'll have 1 army to reinforce what's going on over here. So the other option is to put some armies down here. And just because I have to... It might be interesting to go back to this thing. Okay, I'm going to put them here. And see if I can get lucky against Siam here. Okay, let's go from here to Siam. From China to Siam. Let's not blitz. Let's just try 1 roll and see what happens. Oh, I lost 2. Oh, man. Okay, let's try 1 more. 1 each. That puts me... Wait, is it letting me roll 3 dice when I only have 3 armies? Whoa. That's not right. What am I missing here? Pop out. No, I do have. Okay, I have 4 armies. Okay, so it let me go. It would let me roll 3 dice because I have 4 armies, but it has 3 here. That's, I guess, how many dice are possible. But no, it's not. Green has only 2 dice possible. Mayor of Canada. Hi, for the biscuit. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, man. Okay, try to be more aggressive. It's not working for me. Okay, well, I gotta get a territory. Let's go for Eastern Australia. Let's go to 3 dice. There. Got it. Good deal. Well, I'm making my... Boy, I sure do look weak down here. Not good. Yeah, I don't see any place else I can attack or better. I think yeah, I think better. Let's see. What am I? Okay, if I get a cannon, okay, I'm gonna be done. See what happens. Let's do a fortify. I think if I maybe less chance of being attacked here if I make them both look big. I mean, if I equalize them, neither one of them is going to look big, but if I equalize them, maybe that helps. And it flew by. I didn't see it. I don't know if I got the cannon or not. Okay, here comes green. Green is... Oh, they're coming after me in Australia. Oh, I held out. Look at that. Oh my god. 6 versus 3, and he lost 5. Wow. Okay, that was a nice turn of luck. We'll see if I can capitalize on it. Okay, here comes red. Red is... Yep, coming after me in South America. That ends my presence in the Western Hemisphere. For now. Australian accent. This Croc's not quite enraged yet, so let's poke him in the eye with a stick. Nice. Pink has wiped out my presence in Africa. I am down to 3 territories. Oh, I guess maybe I suck at this game. Maybe I should have studied this game a little harder before playing it in public. Here comes orange. Ooh, orange might take South America this turn. I think they certainly can. They choose to. Yep. And now they fortify. They move some armies into Brazil. Oh, all the way to Africa, of course. That many armies. Okay. Okay, here comes purple. So what purple's going to do, received 8 troops from trading in cards. So if I can trade in cards, I'll get 10. If I can trade in cards this next turn, I can take Australia, I think. I have a good chance. With a little bit of luck. Purple is going after Europe still. I don't know if they're going to take it. They are taking it. Not going to have much to hold it with. Okay. Somebody needs to break up Europe. Okay, 3 troops, and no, I cannot cash in. I think a little exclam would have showed up here if I could. Yeah, no matching set. Okay, hey, I need to take a quick, short little break. Bio break, and I will be right back. My Aussie accent needs... Yeah, it does. I have no Aussie accent. None whatsoever. Accents are fun. I do have a fantasy of like trying to get good at a bunch of accents, but yeah, Just takes time, you know. I got priorities. All right, let's see here. It is time to draft. Well, um, things are looking pretty slim in Australia. I think what I need to do is put them all here, put them all in Eastern Australia and go after New Guinea, but then I'm attacking it too, or to put them all in Western Australia and go after Indonesia, or wow. Problem is, if you have less than 4, you're gonna get to roll 3 dice. You don't get to roll 3 dice when you attack, so it's gonna be. Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, I need a little luck, so let's assume I'm going to get a little bit of luck. I'm going to put them all in Eastern Australia and go after New Guinea. And draft. Okay, next phase. Let's go to New Guinea and let's just blitz. I gotta win this, or else it's over. Okay, now. Yeah, let's go to Indonesia. Interesting. It's really tempting to go on for Siam. Yeah. Oh my God, that's. All right. Let's try one roll. See what happens. Got it. 2. All right, let's try one more time. Lost one. One more time. Oh, dang. Okay, well I could try it from the. Oops, I think I just rolled one before and didn't mean to. Oh my gosh, that's called butterfingering. That's what my dad used to always call it. Let's see if I can. I mean, I'm here now. Let's see if I can do it. All right, I've wiped out green. All my territories have only 1 army on them. Oh, that's a disaster. Well, you know, if everybody ignores me, who knows? We'll see what happens. Green. Now, fortify. Yeah, there's no fortify. I got. You have to have at least 2 armies to be able to move 1 army off of it. Okay, let's see what green does. Do they. No, they didn't cash in, so they're. I mean, they can come with their 6 armies, come barreling into Australia. Nope, they're going to go after Europe, try break up Europe. It's possible everybody will just ignore me and I'll have a chance. Let's see what red does. Red just got 3 troops and 10 troops trading in cards. They're putting most of them in North America and a little bit here in Irkutsk, so they could go take Kamchatka and defend Asia from there. That's good. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Okay. And pink is okay. Nobody else can cash in before it's my turn. Pink reinforced in Africa. Wow, there's a good chance everybody's just going to ignore me. And tried to take Africa. Still might. No. Ooh. Okay. Did pink not get a territory? Not sure. Okay, orange. It's got 5 army because it got South America. Okay, they got a really strong position in Central America, which they have squandered, maybe not. We'll see. Okay, here comes purple. Well, we're going to see, it looks like, the Australia strategy. I did manage to take Australia and manage to hold it. Let's see if I can get a cash in next turn. Is this the first time I'm going to get a continent bonus out of 2 games? So I should get 5 armies this turn. Yep, 5 armies. But I can't cash in. Well, that was lucky. That was lucky. Okay, so I think what I need to do, I need to take a territory. Probably do an attack here, and then fortify all these guys back down to Siam. I'm hoping I'm understanding this rule correctly. It looks like in the original Risk, you could only move armies 1 territory. It had to be adjacent if you're moving more than 1. But you could take 1 army and move it anywhere. It looks like both of those rules have changed. That the fortify rule now is you don't have sort of the airlift option anymore, but you can move a group of armies several spaces if it's all contiguous. So I think my best move is to dump all my armies here in China, pick off Mongolia as my best chance of getting a card, and then fortify, move all my armies, anybody that survives, down to Siam. So that's what I'm going to try doing. Okay, attack Mongolia. Yeah, I mean, let's just blitz. I need to take it. Okay, that's fine. End attack phase. I got my card, so I'm going to be able to cash in next turn. I mean, I took a territory, so let's. Yep, it is letting me move all the way down to there. So let's move 4 armies there. So take as strong a position as possible in Siam to maximize the chance nobody comes screwing with me there. Green is put their armies in Japan. Now what are they going to do? We're going to attack one of my guys there. Then fortify. Yeah, that's good. Red is putting their guys in North America. And nobody's going to be able to cash in before it gets to my turn again, so that's good. Okay. Red is getting stronger. They're positioned to try and take North America. Orange is got South America. Well, Pink tried to break up Orange in South America, but failed. So now Orange is going to get 5 troops. And rather than defend Brazil, they're really trying to go after North America. Although they could rush back with that fortify rule, they could move a whole bunch of those guys all the way back to Brazil. Are they doing that? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay, purple got 3 armies. They might take Europe this turn. Yep, there they go. Okay, I'm getting 5 troops, 3 from the territories, 2 from Australia, and I will cash in. In fact, I'm obligated to cash in, so there's no question about it. I can, okay, I get those. I'm not going to get a bonus. I don't control any of those territories, but that's fine. Okay, I have 12 troops to deploy. Well, nice. Nice. Okay, this is... I think I just dumped them all in. Okay, so the trick about the Australia, here's the Australia strategy is you kind of hole up. It's easy to defend because you have a neck. You can only attack Australia through one spot. If you just sit there, though, you're not going to accumulate cards. So you also have to have as part of the Australia strategy, you have to be thinking about how can I be have some troops a little bit further from Australia and be out here where I can be taking out other armies and getting a card every turn. So you have to be careful about just leaving all the guys in Siam, because then you don't have the strength to go out and be present. And your fertile ground for that is really up in northern Asia, where there's a lot of territories, and people often don't. By the way, I just noticed something. I've got 17 units. Green has only 2 territories. Okay, I think the choice here is clear. I'm going to put everything here in China, and we're going to wipe out green and get all their cards and cash in again. Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's go to Mongolia. Yeah, let's just blitz it. 4. Okay, I think I only want to move 3 guys into Mongolia. Okay. Now let's go into Ural with 3 guys. And we wiped out green. Now we have, let's see. Well, I think it's not going to matter how many I move in, because I'm going to get a whole bunch more and that. Okay, now I have a forced trade in. I do have some options here. I think it's let's see. Do I want... Oh, the only option I have is which 3 infantry I want to use. Well, so use the one that gives me the 2 bonus, and prioritize ones I'm not likely to take. Yeah, those seem good. Okay, so trade that in, and now I've got 15 more troops. So I think what I want to do is be sure, really want to make sure I break up Europe here. And who can cash in this next turn? Orange or purple? Okay, let's put a couple more guys here, not that many. And then let's put that's fine. I'm going to take out India. Okay. Now let's go into Ukraine. Get my we only need to move in 3. And then let's have China go take out India. I could have gone better, but we got it. And now let's kind of equalize these guys a bit. Nah, that seems about right. Now the question is, how aggressive do I be? I've got 4 cards, so I'll be able to cash in next turn. I mean, I don't really want to be a target for orange. Orange is a long way from me. I'm not worried about them, but blue could cash in. Blue or purple? Yeah, whatever. Okay. I guess the other logic here is, if I take out some of these border territories that purple has, then they're confined. If I take out these 3 territories, Middle East, Afghanistan, and Siberia, well, I'm going to seriously jeopardize how many units I have, but I don't... Anybody have an opinion in chat? No? I think I'd rather have fewer armies, but have blue be further away from Australia. Okay, let's just start this idea and see what happens. Let's not do a blitz. Let's roll once and see what we get. Oh, I lost 2. I don't think I like this idea. I think I'm just going to stop here. And yep. And I think I'm going to, for fortify, I'm going to bring, well, these 2 guys up to Siam. I like the new fortify rule. In old Risk, you always had like these rear area places that would get bonus to troops, and it was hard to ever get them back in the game. But this lets you move them a little further, which is pretty nice. Okay, red is really going big in North America. But that Ontario is going to, or Quebec's going to be tough. Yeah. Now orange, okay, let's see. Now pink is going into Africa, okay. They took out Middle East, which is where I was going. Here comes orange, and they received 20 troops from trading cards. So orange has 34 troops in what is that? Quebec? No, it's on Quebec or Ontario. And they're rolling up. I think they think that they might take over all of North America and have both North and South America. Nope, they stopped there. Okay, I mean, maybe I should be trying to learn from the hard AIs since they kicked my ass in the last game. So they definitely were not as aggressive as I'm right. Okay, so blue did not cash in. Okay, that's what I was really worried about. But blue has, or purple has taken over some territory here. Okay, now it's my turn, and I'm going to get to cash in again. I'm obligated to, as a matter of fact. And it is suggesting those 3. I could use, yeah, Western Australia is good. Alaska instead of Western Europe. Yeah, I think that's the right choice. Okay. And I have 25 more troops. Okay, does anybody look right for the picking? Like wiping out? Yes, pink has 5 territories. It's all in Africa, which is fairly close. If I take them out, I'll get 3 cards, and I have 2 as 5. I'll be able to cash in. I think that seems like a darn good idea. Okay, we're going to put everybody in India. And let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Let's go see if we can wipe out pink. Wipe out, oh wait. I'm getting my colors mixed up. Is that right? Pink has 7 armies and 5 territories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Yeah, okay. I'm looking at it right. Okay. Yep. Okay, yeah, let's just blitz. Okay, good. And yeah, if our strategy works. Okay, I'm going to go, again, you want to calculate the path. So I'm going to go down this way and come back up so that all my armies are up here on the border where it matters. Madagascar next. South Africa next. Then Congo next. And then North Africa next. Yes, pink is defeated. 3 territory cards. That gets me to, yep, let's move them all up here. And I'm obligated to cash in again. Oh, I got a Joker. Okay. So, yeah, that's fine. Trade in now for 30 more armies. Okay, so now I want to look at this and say, is there another player I could knock out this turn? I think I could knock out red, which would give me 3 more cards, get me to 5. There's another chance to cash in. And if that's successful, I think I... Oh, and purple actually looks easier to knock out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because I'm closer to purple. So... what I'm thinking is put enough armies here to give me a really high percentage chance of knocking out this territory here. This territory has a really high percentage chance of knocking out, let's see, what is it? China. If I zoom in, I get to see the territory names. Okay, so China has a good chance of knocking out Afghanistan. Ural, if I put in, let's go ahead and do, let's put in 3, let's see, let's not be too, let's put in 5 armies, and let's put in 2 armies in China. Okay, so we have an 8 versus 2 here, 8 versus 2. That's probably overkill. I hope that's overkill. The desperate scenario will be if these guys end up, if my 3 guys in Mongolia end up trying to finish off the Siberia adventure. Then I put everything else in the Middle East and roll up this way. If I roll up this way and I get, for some reason, really bad rolls and get bogged down, I can use the 22 armies in North Africa and also come up into Europe that way. Okay, so I think everybody else goes into the Middle East. Okay, well let's do these 2 should be sure things first and see how they go. Blitz, that one worked great. I guess I don't see a reason to leave more than 1 behind. Oh yeah, because they could attack Siberia if for some reason I just roll horrible in Ural. Okay, so let's just move in 3. And then let's do Ural to Siberia. Got it. Okay, great. Okay, we'll come back and look at these other options in a moment. Okay, so now down here, if we go after purple here, start here and go to Egypt. Got it. Egypt to Southern Europe. Got it. Southern Europe to Northern Europe. Got it. Let's go to I'm probably overthinking it here, but I'm going to have North Africa take out Western Europe. Okay, and just move in the minimum of 3. And then Northern Europe, let's go to Great Britain. Wipe it out. Then go to Scandinavia. Wipe it out. And then go to Iceland. And pick up 3 more cards, 4 more cards. Okay, 4 more cards. That gives me 6. Let's see, how many do I want to advance in? I guess I want to advance all of them in. And I can trade in. Looks like I can trade in twice. Well, let's do this trade in and see if I get another one. 2 troops to Ural. But let's see if I can trade in. Oh, it's only letting me cash in the middle of my turn if I'm at 5 cards. Okay, so now who do I want to go after next? Well, orange only has 1 card, so I wouldn't be able to cash in it right away if I take them. But if I take out red and get their 3 cards, I'll be able to cash in again and take out orange. I think I got a reasonable chance of winning the game this turn by just rolling up these cash-ins. Okay, so to do this, to take out red, I need to come down this way. And from Iceland, Greenland, Quebec, and then down that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm doing kind of a rule of thumb when I'm counting like this, like saying how many armies do I need, and it's kind of like if you figure that I'm going to lose an army for every army I kill. So how many armies are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on average, I should be able to wipe out 8 armies and only lose 7, but let's say 8. Also, I have to leave a territory behind each one. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, let's say 13 armies. Plus, I want to be rolling 3 dice at the very end. So it's add another 3, that's 16. So theoretically, 16, I should be able to take all that. But and I have 11. But that's like if everything goes average, and sometimes everything goes a lot worse than average. So let's get this to 16. Okay. And then we're going to come back and add some more. Now let's do that same calculation over here. I'm going to go to Japan first, because I'm going to want a bunch of armies in Kamchatka afterward to go after orange. So let's go. We're going to go to Japan and then go to Kamchatka. Trying to use these guys to wipe out this one. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, so let's just jump this up to like 20. So. And let's jump this one up by another 10, sure. Okay, way more than I have to roll really, really, really bad in order to not be able to pull this off. Okay, so now let's see how this goes first. Got it. Okay. And I think maybe so I don't have to think about it later. Just see if Yakutsk can wipe out Yakutsk there. No. Okay. Let's go here to Japan. Blitz. Got him. And then let's go up to Kamchatka. Blitz. Got him. And everybody. And let's just go ahead and take care of this Yakutsk problem while we're here. Got it. But let's only move in 3 armies. So we keep as many of them as possible on the border. You know, we might as well just go ahead and take care of this. We definitely want to make sure we wipe out orange last so that we get the cards from red first. Okay, so now, oh, no, you guys, you slow down. You guys take a chill pill. Okay, yeah, this game is in the bag, he says. Down to Ontario. Now let's not. The most likely way I will screw up is if I like accidentally go flying by a territory I need to take and then not have anybody to attack it. But I think we have avoided that problem. Okay, now we'll go to Central America. And red is defeated. And we got their cards. And I get to trade in one more time for their 45 armies. Okay, what do you guys think? Am I gonna win this game? Yeah. Okay, so we probably already have enough armies on the board to do the job, but let's pop in a bunch more here just to make sure that we take out all the orange armies in South America. And then let's see now. Be very easy to accidentally not put enough next to this because these are all just ones here. And if I go rolling up this way, I'm not going to get there. Okay, let's put everybody here. All right. So you can see the fun in this game. Okay, come on. Okay, we will try and do this quickly because unless I just do some really stupid thing, this game is over. There goes. And this is also why progressive let's see. I do have to be careful here. I want to make sure that okay, I'm gonna try to use a bunch of these armies up here. But I don't want to accidentally take it with this group. Okay, now they're down to 21. I have 14 to their 21. 14 to their 19. 14 to their 17. Oh, 13 to 18. Okay, I misread that. Now 13 to 16. And one each, so 12 to 15. Oh, I lose 2. 10 to 15. One each, so now I've got 9 to their 14. And 9 to their 12. But I don't want to win. Ultimately, I just want to wipe out as many armies as I can. 8 to their 11, okay. 8 to their 9. 8 to their 7. 8 to their 5. I can only kill 2 armies at a time, so as long as they have more than 2, I won't accidentally wipe them out. Now they have 3. Okay, yeah, I can hit them one more time. Oop, I lost 2. That's okay. One more time. 1 each. Okay, now that they have 2 armies left, I stop attacking them from there and attack them from here, from eastern United States to western United States. Let's just turn the blitz back on and go. Boom. And then I'll... Oh, I did it, didn't I? I did... What I said not to do. I don't have anybody left to attack Quebec. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay. But they have only 1 card. They're not going to cash in. This game is still going to end. But that's embarrassing. I made that really bad mistake. Okay. Well, there we go. Let's that ends the attack phase. So there's nothing to attack. And these guys are going to move over as many armies as possible next to Quebec, because that would be compounding a mistake with another mistake if I don't have any armies next to Quebec to take it next turn. Now Orange goes. They can't cash in. That's another good reason to save the guy with only 1 card to last. So they just get their 3 armies. They're going to try and take something. They succeed. Now they get a card. And now it's going to be my turn. And I'm going to get a whole bunch of armies, even though I'm not cashing in. 32 armies just from controlling 5 out of the 6 continents on the board. Oh, that's embarrassing. But I'm going to win anyway, so I guess it's not that embarrassing. Okay, that's the end of the draft. Now we attack here. And then we attack Greenland. And there it is. Game over. Woohoo! All right. Well, there you go, boys and girls. That is Risk. It's a crazy game, crazy game. So we're gonna call that a loss because the first game was the one that counted and I lost. But it was fun to play another game and throw that in there and show you what it's like to win. And that was fun. That was the when I said that second game I was gonna go for 6 players because I was thinking, I bet with 6 players you just have a better chance of being able to knock out. I mean, there's some of those other players are going to be weak, and so if you can get started in that chain reaction of knock out a player, get their cards, cash in, knock out another player, get their cards, or cash in, it could sometimes steamroll all the way to a victory, which it did. So, well, thank you for stopping by. Great fun playing this old classic game. It was. Yeah, it was fun to revisit it. Next week, I'm going to play Carcassonne, and it's another laying game, and a game that's very famous, well known. So I'm sure a lot of people listening have played that game. But yes, I will play Carcassonne next week, and everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next time. All right, that is it. Thanks for watching.